What is up, Sippin News? I want you to give a round of applause for his first appearance, one of my OG friends from high school, Oliver Magsakay.
Yes, that's you, Ollie. Get with the program.
Hey guys.
Dude, it's freaking cold outside. But you know, Ollie, I see you're doing gym progress. You've been happy lately, and I'm happy for you. So, you know what that means? Let's take a shot. You know what I'm saying?
A shot? How much is a shot of soju?
Just use
Wait.
your own judgment.
You have nails, right?
Yes.
Can you?
I mean, not really, but
I don't have nails like that. You know,
I
film.
don't have nails either.
actually, I don't think I do. I bite my nails. I know it's a horrid habit.
It's a what habit?
It's a horrid habit.
I'm gonna be honest.
fuck, see?
I'm the same with Kyle. I do bite my nails. That's like my biggest bad habit.
Bro, that's my blanket.
Sorry, I don't have anything else.
You have a blanket on you.
This is my sweatshirt.
That's my blanket.
Fleece?
What?
Is that fleece?
I don't
Fucking
know what
idiots.
This is.
You know the Greek rich and shit.
It's essentials.
Okay, cheers. Are you gonna drink, Kyle?
No.
Wait, what should we go? Kyle, where do you want to go? You want to go right
No,
here?
I'm not doing that.
Where
I'm
are
just
we-
gonna sip. You do what you do. You.
Oh, okay, we going in.
He's
we going
doing
in.
him.
I forgot how good strawberry is. Yogurt is my favorite soju flavor, but I had it recently when I went down to Irvine. That shit tastes like ass all of a sudden. I don't know why I like it.
Can you put the mic to your mouth,
Right here?
like lower?
Oh, right here?
Wait, what's your favorite soju flavor?
So, my favorite's yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess it's more like a favorite because back when I was in college, me and my friends would drink soju as, a budget, oh, let's get fucked up.
Budget
and-
fucked up.
Yeah, but instead of, casually drinking it, we would chug it. So, my friend group, shout out Corn, by the way.
I want to meet you guys.
Before we go to parties or, when we hang out, we typically do a soju chug, and that became our thing. We'd be in, a circle, or, there's 4 of us, so I guess, a D-pad on, a fucking controller, and then we'd just do a soju chug. And then that's what I became known for, soju chugging.
So is that soju chug a ritual? Is it a pregame or you? Is it like a shotgun?
It's a pregame shotgun, to be honest. I have a video from my birthday last year of imagine a group of 10 to 20 people in a massive circle, and we all start chugging.
Damn,
Soju.
that seems lit.
It's fun. I mean, if you can handle the alcohol, it's fun, but that shit hits you fast, so you have to either be prepared for it or die.
Dude, I see you. Your Snapchats in Irvine be lit. How's Oh, by the way, about alcohol, is there a flavor or a type of drink that gives any of you guys PTSD?
Yes.
Shit, what's it called? Jameson.
Yo, me too. I was gonna say
The
that.
Absolute Vodka. There's this one it's a rum. I can't fucking remember what it's called, but it's Jameson.
Malibu?
Oh no, Malibu's
I
fine.
hate Malibu.
Malibu's okay. The one that kind of gives me PTSD is Crown, any kind of Crown. In high school, we would sleep over and have a group hangout, and we always had shots of Crown or Fireball. Fireball's nasty too, but Crown made me throw up, and I was asleep. I fell asleep, and my friends were playing video games on the floor, and I was on the bed above them, and I woke up all of a sudden needing to throw up, and I threw up in my friend's hair because he was sitting right there, and he had
Disgusting.
an afro. it was just really it was really bad. Yeah.
Wait, why did? Oh, it made you throw up. For me, it's Jameson and anything green apple.
Green apple?
Green apple.
I mean, it tastes so good that you don't feel anything, and eventually it'll be oh dang, it doesn't taste that bad. So obviously you end up drinking more. Mm-hmm. But for me, Jameson is the alcohol I threw up the first time of my life. It was my first hangover. Mona's here. Shout out Mona. Even when I was at Mona's house, I didn't even get hungover. It was weird, but and green apple. Oh, it gives me some weird memories. I used to. The flavor just asks for you to throw up. You know what I'm saying. And and I have PTSD of green apple. It's gotten so bad I don't even like green apple Jolly Ranchers or green apple candy, and it's the best flavor, but the PTSD still,
Shit's good.
Dude, have you ever gotten so drunk that the thought of smelling it makes you puke? Like sanitizer, the smell can make you puke because
I actually that was recent.
Really?
So when I was I visited Irvine last week, or I guess technically this week still.
Can you put the mic to your mouth?
Yeah.
You can pull it.
Oh, I can? Shit. So I recently visited Irvine, not even a week ago. And I went to, like, my friend's, like, birthday party. And it was, like, a house party. So I think there's, like, I want to say 60 to 80 people. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I didn't drink a lot that night. But if you know, going on an empty stomach when you're gonna get really fucked up is the worst move, because you're gonna die very fast and it's gonna hit you like a motherfucking truck.
You did that?
Yeah. So we had a handle of some like I think
good
tequila.
stuff. Oh.
Yeah, it was good shit. And me and my friend kind of cleared half and half, and we had a couple of people drink from it. But I remember I was outside. And I was
outside.
My one bad like drinking habit is I like forcing myself to throw up so I feel better. So, I started throwing up.
This is the guy who ate the canes, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
No.
That throw up was spiky.
No, I remember.
R.I.P. that rock.
Backtracking to that day, I remember eating that canes and I was really fucked up. And then like I came back and I'm like, I need to yak, and I was like, fuck, I need to throw up. I was like, I can't throw up inside.
Dude, that was so nasty.
Because all the bathrooms were taken. So I was like, I can't throw up in the backyard. And
we saw that shit and we were like, is that human? Like,
I think
throw up?
No, dead ass. It looked like out of this world.
Like, we didn't know if that was a dead animal or something. I don't know.
I think it was like mentioned it was microwavable.
Yeah, there was chunks in there.
Oh wait, I don't want to make you guys. Yeah, every time I throw up, that shit looks like it emerged from like the 8th layer of hell. I think
There's 8 layers, bro.
I think it's 8 or 9. I don't fucking know.
Now go back to your Irvine story. Sorry, we got
No,
sidetracked.
you're good. But when I threw up the first time, I washed my hands with hand sanitizer, right? Because I'm like sticking my fingers down my throat because I like forcing myself to throw up, and then my mouth tasted the hand sanitizer, and then it kept making me want to throw up. So it was like an infinite cycle of me wanting to puke.
Ooh.
And my friends got me to the apartment I was staying at.
Awesome.
And my friend's like,
ahead.
"Oh, are you guys good?" And I went to the bathroom and I threw up for another like hour or two. And then he's like, "Are you good? Like, are you good?" And then eventually I just passed out because I couldn't throw up anymore. Yeah.
Damn. Well, best believe you emptied your system out.
Yeah, no, I felt great. But don't force yourself to throw up unless you really have to.
While we're on the topic of being drunk and everything and throwing up and shit, when you're drunk, do you guys have like a certain person that comes to mind right away? When like, you know how people are drunk and when they're hella messed up, they think of this one person to reach out to and all their friends are saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Do you guys have that person?
For me, the person I want next to me is Libby. Because I was talking to Oliver about this. I have this type of anxiety and like there's different spectrums of anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Kiann with anxiety?
No, but it's not like social anxiety. Cuz like recently you know how like I quit vaping?
Sure.
Like I have anxiety about my health.
Oh, okay.
So like
that's a healthier anxiety, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
no, because sometimes I pay attention to my heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Does
like,
your heart skip a beat?
No, but I just that's what I pay attention to more. Like, and then I feel at ease if Libby is there, because like I have the anxiety where I pay attention too much about my body. So I was like, oh shit, and then I'd be like, and then if it gets bad, it eventually turns into a panic attack, which only happened once or twice to me.
Oh wow. When did that happen to you?
After vaping. That's why I quit.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
But like, dude, when we were at the party at Clarissa's, I was almost gonna be like that, but thank God I caught a vibe.
Oh.
I sat next to the stripper pole and I was like, and then I touched myself and I'm like, and then I was like, then I saw Kiann doing his thing. I was like, I'm okay. Okay. But like, I don't think you have.
We went to a party recently, and inside our friend's house, there was a stripper pole right in the middle of their room. Maybe Kiann can drop a picture of it. Like,
wait,
but,
that's cool.
Yeah, but
I'll bring you next time.
Anyway, Oliver, do you have a person that you think of, or something or someone you want to reach
Mine's
out
Libby,
to?
because I love you.
That makes sense. What about you?
I guess like back, not even like recently. I would say like less than a year ago, I did have someone like that, but usually like someone who's I've consistently contacted when I was drunk has always been my sister. She can attest for it. Like every time I get like drunk, I FaceTime her, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm really drunk right now. You want to see my friends?"
Yo, is this corn?
It depends on where I'm at.
Okay.
But usually, like, I show my sister, I'm like, I'm good. And then she texts me, like, no, you're not. You need to go home. Or, like, you need to drink more water. She's like, how long are you going to be out there? And I'm like, bye. And then I just go back to doing my own thing. I either do that or, like, some of my friends on Discord who are on, like, really late at night.
Oh, dude.
I, like, pop my head in.
That's default.
Oh, that's 100% default. Like, I pop my head in, and I'm like, guys, I'm fucked up right now. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I'm drinking. And they're like, oh, okay. They go back to what they're doing.
And I know exactly what you mean. Because they're besties if you call them mid-high or mid-peak of the feeling. Because before we went to San Francisco, I FaceTimed you because I was testing out the strain. And they're like, I got the wrong strain. I got the wrong strain. Yeah. What about you?
For me right now, I think I just Snapchat all my friends. That's pretty much what I do.
Now he'd be like, hello.
Stop. That's if people are taking like videos of me or something. But I'll just shut up.
Hello. That was you when you were with Nikki, Hawaii, right?
Oh yeah, but
you're like, hello.
Was that a Snapchat or did I FaceTime you guys?
No, that was a Snapchat. I slapped you on Snapchat.
I Snapchat you guys. Yeah, that's what I do. If I'm dating someone, I might text them. I don't really call them because I'm afraid to sound stupid. But that's like a different person every year or 6 months, so it doesn't really matter.
Actually, to add to your point, for me, I'm not a texter when I'm at social events, but I think of Libby. Yeah, I think of her, but my red flag is definitely communication in terms of like partying. I definitely make her overthink, but I'm gonna make sure I'm a better man for myself.
You've been behaved.
Yeah.
You hear that, Libby? I've been watching him. He's behaved.
Hey, I think we
growing
should
up.
drink to that.
Okay.
It's mine.
Okay. I have an alcohol problem.
Wait, why is Kyle possessive over his soju all of a sudden? You didn't even.
I know.
He possessive over these 3 licks. So like, hey, what? Hey, Kyle's
I'm not a big drinker.
He's the biggest lightweight alcohol. Like when he takes shots, he like like a dog. You know what I'm saying?
You lick the cup of the shot glass?
I don't lick the cup. He's exaggerating. I just sip it.
Wait, let
Nah, have you heard
Hey.
of he does an 8th shot?
Let me get some of that. Bro,
Always trying to take his sister's boba away.
okay, I'm gonna be honest.
There's
when
not even that much left in there.
I need a little chaser, like I'm a bitch now.
Vape.
Oh, am I allowed to?
Yeah, I don't care.
Did you know vapes are banned? Flavored vapes are banned in California.
I have a
January
question
22nd?
for our dear friend Oli,
Yes.
and it is about your vape.
Yes.
Have you ever thought of quitting?
Oh my god. Okay.
Because you probably vape the most out of any of my friends, and I'm genuinely concerned about your long-term health.
Oh, 100%. I am concerned about myself as well. I think the last time I quit for a long period of
at least he
time
knows.
was when I transferred over to Irvine. I promised myself when I transferred I would quit. So I quit for around like 6 months? Like my first like 2.5, like 1.5, 2 quarters. And then one day I was at like a party for a certain club I was involved in, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna vape again. And then been hooked on it since. I don't think at least with the people I know, I don't think I'm as addicted as other people, considering like, for example, like this takes people 3 to 5 days to kill. This takes me like almost a month to finish.
Word.
And it's
real?
very it's very gradual. So like I still have like my vapes that I bought from November, and it's already March, and I haven't finished that shit yet. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
How would if you lost, if like you only had that vape, you didn't have any other ones, and you somehow lost that shit, like you woke up yesterday and couldn't find it, would you start like looking all over the place, freaking out? Would you run to the store immediately to get a new one?
I mean, I'd put in an effort to find it, but then I'd kind of be like, okay, if this is my last one, I might as well try and start now.
Okay.
Because it's more like when I have these vapes, it's more like a lifeline system. So once it's out, I'm like, okay, I'm good to go. I only have 3 left.
I asked this because like the thought of addiction is kind of interesting to me, because in my mind, I don't understand how someone can be addicted to a substance. Like, I just don't, that's just not in my wheelhouse. Like, it's not in my brain. I don't know. But obviously it's a big issue for people, and a lot of people struggle with it in one way or another. But I just don't understand it. Like, I've vaped, I've done, weed, alcohol, but like I've never been addicted to anything. Nothing's really like,
okay,
had a hold of me like that.
It doesn't necessarily have to be
Addicting?
A substance. I think addiction is something that gives you dopamine and you keep repeating it.
Right. It doesn't have to be a substance.
Like, let's
generally.
say if pad thai was a drug, you'd be the biggest druggie ever.
Oh yeah, wait.
Okay.
And fried food.
Oh,
because
yeah,
obesity
you're right.
is a pandemic.
We had a friend, not our friend anymore. That was a big addiction, man.
Oh shit.
Still living it today.
Dude, you ever
I wouldn't say fried food though, just food.
For real, like imagine if like you had McDonald's in your house and then you were eating alone, then bam, it's gone. Where's she at, bro? Where's she at?
What? She didn't. I would remember that.
No, but if you really think about it, a lot of things can be considered a drug.
You're right. Shopping could be a drug.
That's mine.
Yeah.
That's
I
mine.
think
Yeah.
Online shopping is like an epidemic.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like retail therapy or shopping, like whatever the fuck it's called. I feel like a lot of the girls that I know, like do that shit, like a lot, and they kind of blow through like $300 in like an hour.
I know what you
Man, $300.
And I'm like, low key for me, like I think about the $300. I'm like, I could have bought pad thai with that. You know what I'm saying?
That's like
That's
a lot.
we have an addiction for pad thai.
No, but to go on your shopping therapy, it's in a loop because I'm definitely a materialistic guy sometimes. Like I've even reflected on myself, right? It can bring me like not depression, but a little bit of disappointment. So here's the cycle of me buying something. I was like, there's like 2 weeks, me like, damn, I really want this product, Like I really want it. And then I buy it, and then I fucking lose some money, and I was like, fuck, it's gonna be worth it. Then this is the best part, the waiting game. The waiting game is like the phase in the retail therapy that gives me the most dopamine.
Oh man, I hate the waiting game. I have to get it at the store. I need to like touch it and feel it and get it right there.
And then after like a week of waiting, I finally get it, and I was like, yes. Then I'm like, damn, I'm depressed because I have nothing worth waiting for.
Oh shit.
Oh damn, that's sad.
I actually had an experience with this. Oh my fucking god.
But that's the toxic cycle of retail therapy. And I was like, you know what? I did it again. Like, hence
Yeah.
all this shit here. It's not gonna matter in the when I go.
Yeah.
I feel that. I was like listening to that, and I'm like, I can't relate. And like you started explaining like the process more, and I'm like, holy shit, that literally happened to me like 3 days ago.
What
What did
was
you
it?
get?
Okay, I play a game called Valorant, and recently there's like a skin bundle, and it's very cool and all that shit. And I had to wait 2 weeks for that shit. And like the dopamine thing that you were talking about, where I was like,
The waiting game,
shit.
right?
Yeah, and I was like,
Dude, the waiting
fuck,
game
it's
is
coming out. Like people are releasing and leaking all like how the guns look, the animations, and how all that shit's hella
Oh, that's
cool.
facts.
And I bought that shit, and like I was excited for a good hour, and then I felt absolutely nothing afterwards.
Exactly right.
And I was like, I blew $50+ on this, and I don't like buying video game stuff usually for any of the games I played, despite playing a decent amount. And I felt so guilty, and I'm like, I am not spending that much money.
He's
ever
being
again.
nice. He could go pro,
That is not true. I am not at my prime anymore.
which explains how good he is. Because you're pretty good still.
I'm not. That's not true. I only play Valorant.
But you believe post purchase depression is real, or post purchase
100
numbness?
100%. That's even the same with food. Like I finished my pad thai, for example, and I'm like, fuck.
Food. You can debate. Food's kind of necessary.
Wait, that's true, but it's like,
Yeah, that's why I don't consider pad thai an addiction, guys, because you're gonna eat something anyway. Might as well be that.
that is true.
He has a 401k just for pad thai.
I mean, it's there. If that's what I gotta use it for. But I kind of feel the same way about shopping and stuff. Like, I don't think I have as big of a thing like Kiann, but I think it is a thing for me. But my sadness comes from just spending the money. Like, I'm like, okay, I dropped a few $100s on shoes. I'm like, yes, I want the shoe.
So you're disappointed in yourself.
Yeah, because I'm like, I could have invested that or something. But I also want, I am also very materialistic. I like
Yeah.
my clothes, I like my shoes, I like my cars, I like all that shit. Even though it's not important at the end of the day. But it makes me feel good about myself. And like, when I have a bad day too, the first thing I think of, I need to go buy some shit.
Okay, I have a. It's not a hot take, but it's a take. What if buying something stupid is like a way of putting yourself into that lifestyle? Like for you, Ollie, you want to be you love gaming, and
I do.
I'm assuming you wouldn't mind being a pro gamer.
I mean, if it didn't matter, like, like all the factors and shit, yeah, I would.
Would buying skins make that thing better? And for you, Kyle, I know you and me like bougie stuff. Is buying like random expensive shit that we always buy a way of putting ourselves already in that mindset of I'm gonna make
That-
it anyway?
That right there is exactly why I keep buying that shit, because I keep saying that to myself, and I still believe it a little bit.
I know, like
Like, it's like, fake it
there's-
till you make it, and I think it's a way to kind of manifest what kind of life you want. You're already doing the little things to put yourself in that kind of lifestyle,
I know.
and you're working hard too. It's not like you're sitting on your ass doing nothing all day and spending all your money, But I do tell myself that too. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
like
point.
if I'm gonna live the lifestyle, might as well purchase stuff in that lifestyle.
Yeah, right.
Like for your gaming, for our
yeah.
goals and stuff.
I would think, at least with like Valve, for example, I don't necessarily think like skins is like the thing that you would like correlate with like being a pro gamer. I feel like it's more like, consistently putting in like hours upon hours every day just to hit the highest rank, and then hopefully getting noticed or scouted by like a professional team, and then getting on the team, or like even taking it a step further, like despite you not being good, you buy like a coach, for example, and you have them look over how you play and how to improve, like all that stuff. But I mean, granted, I bought a coach before. It was more out of my curiosity to see like, oh, how is my game knowledge versus
what's- Ollie
yes.
bought a coach in Valorant.
Yes, so
What the fuck?
shout out to OR Esports coach.
I bet you
before.
coached him after, huh?
No, it was really interesting because I thought my knowledge wasn't up to par with how like a tier 1, like there, you know how there's like divisions for like basketball, for example, like D1, D2.
Yeah.
So like Valorant kind of has the same thing. So I purchased like a tier 1 coach for like, I think they're like top 10 in North America right now. And I like had him like go over my games, and like it was really interesting because he knew a lot of stuff that I knew, but there was actual terminology to it, and I never really thought about it, because when I play video games, I don't like thinking. It's a very instinctual thing. It's a very like, it's a thing that I don't like putting brain power towards, compared to like, let's just say like school, like psychology, which is something I'm really passionate about. I think about that stuff, but I don't think about gaming like that. So when he's like, apply your smartness or your thinking power towards a game, all of a sudden my brain fucking hurts. I'm like, I never think about shit like that, because I'm there to have fun. That's what a game is supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be fun for you. It's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be time away from, you know.
So
that's why I never really got into gaming. I felt like it took a lot of brain power, and I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't have to be just about gaming, right? Like, let's say the man who does what he's passionate about nonchalantly will do better than the man who does what he's passionate about but overthinks about it. Like, with he's a tennis player, for context.
Former.
When you did your thing and you were hot in Roseville High, when you beat people, were you going with the flow or were you overthinking?
I was always like a go with the flow kind of thing. I feel like my coach asked me to think more, and I feel like a lot of good tennis players, or I would say almost all tennis players, think. But when I was in high school, I was, like I said, I was a very instinctual type. I would think a little bit, but the more I thought, the more I would fuck myself over. So if I didn't think about it and I just played my game and figured it out myself, and that's how I played, and I won and I got better.
You pissed off my cousin since you were so nonchalant.
Yeah, my personality in tennis was very interesting because, like, I would get frustrated over something, but I would congratulate them. And, like, it's more like psychology against them, because me being nice, like, made them overthink. And I was like, this is who I am as a person. So, like, I'm going to congratulate you. Like, if you hit a good serve or a good shot against me, I'm like, okay, I respect that. Like, I respect you as an opponent, like, blah, blah, blah. But then they would overthink it. They're like, what the fuck? Why is this guy congratulating me? Is he trying to get in my head? And then me, I'm like, oh, I'm just there for the next point. I'm probably going to win it anyway, so.
Okay. Which he did. He's pretty good. You know what? This is a perfect segue into the next topic. How often do you overthink about someone else?
Ooh.
Oh, I can answer this. I
I
would
can answer
say,
it
like,
too.
very, 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 very recently, I would say, like, not even a couple months ago, I recently switched my mindset on this, but I used to overthink about people a lot, to the point where it was very detrimental towards myself. So I would say, like, back when I was in Irvine during my gap year, I kind of focused my lifestyle on, like, meeting new people, connecting with others, and then I'd realize I would get attached to other people, and I'd start overthinking our interactions and stuff like that. Like, oh, like, how
Like
will
attached friendship wise, or
I would say both romantically and platonically. So, like, I really want to be friends with them, and I really want us to have a connection, so I almost force it in a sense, and that kind of pushed people away. And I kind of recognized that a little too late, because as I moved back here to Roseville, I'm like, yo, I kind of, like, fucked up a lot, you know? And granted, like, I think the first step into changing yourself is recognizing your errors and wondering what you could do better. And I feel like these past 4 months, for me at least, like, I've learned to, like, do better and not overthink it. Because there's only so much control that I have as a person. I can't control other people's actions, but what I know I could readily change is myself. I could obviously make those choices in the split second decision, and I could change myself so I wouldn't make that mistake next time, and I know I could change in the moment if I have to.
oh. Okay, so you overthought because you wanted them to reciprocate.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of my like, I obviously you want someone to care. Like, I feel like every person wants someone to care about them. And I feel like for me, like,
I wish I had a sound effect.
But, like, yeah,
I'm not laughing because I think it's dumb or anything. I'm laughing because it's like,
He's an asshole.
damn.
No, because like you really think about it, like you just want someone to like reciprocate your feelings, whether it's like platonically or romantically. Obviously, romantically means a lot more to me, and I kind of took my friend's care for granted in like a platonic sense. But you know, we make mistakes, we fix it.
You know, I've seen some growth in you, and I'm pretty impressed.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
All right, Kyle, I have a question for you.
Oh boy.
So you know how like Ollie said he grew, and he's like, you know what? Eventually, I'm gonna stop care about myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Other side of that question: when is it gonna bother you that you're not taken? Because you know life goes on, and because you're
I'll follow up on this as well.
yeah, go after. Because you said that damn. Because you were like. You said you recently found the people that you're going to introduce your hypothetical kids to, right? Like the 10 years from now family friend group.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel like I have the core group of friends that are like lifetimers.
Yeah.
That I would love to introduce my future significant other and my kids to. So that's all good.
Then what age does it become bothersome?
I think the age, whatever age I'm at, where I see all of those friends starting to get married and have kids, and if I don't start having that too, then I'm gonna be a little worried. We're not there yet. But you know, I know it could happen in the near future, maybe. So I think at that point I might get a little concerned for myself, because like, you know, I want to have some of that too. I want to experience that with all of them. I care so much about them, and I want to live that life with everyone, you know?
If you really bag it, a lot of people are taken now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think
I'm not saying as a diss you. I'm just saying it's.
I would say we're
local.
I think we're 50% right now.
Okay.
So I don't feel too bad yet. But that's another thing. Like, I am picky. I've gone through too many things with too many people, and I just don't want to date locally. Everyone's done everyone, and I mean it.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Boom.
Not gonna lie.
Bow. Boom.
Like, you all just like to fuck each other.
Right.
And you know what? Do you? I'm not judging you, but I'm not gonna be part of that melting pot. So, you know, that's, if I gotta wait a little longer to not be part of that, so be it.
Who getting shot? But give your take. How many years until you're like, damn?
I'd say 3 to 4.
Okay, 3 to 4 years is a long time.
How old are you again, Kyle? Just to like,
I'm 26 today.
just making sure.
I turn 27 soon, but
Let's go.
I'm still 26.
Ollie, you wanted to touch on it.
Wait, what was the question again?
When are you gonna feel that old man FOMO? Like, damn, all of my friends found the ones that
Oh my lord.
there's a high chance they're gonna marry. Then there's me.
I feel like for me right now, I might be slightly higher percentage wise than Kyle.
Like how? Like,
'Cause a
I'm
lot of
chilling
my-
or more
What do you
FOMO
mean?
soon.
More oh my god, more FOMO. Cause like a lot of my friends are in happy relationships, like relationships where I could see them like, yeah, these guys could get married and could
Endgame.
have kids, and I'm like, me who's struggling to even find someone because I guess my particular like pickiness and like how I'm very, very, very picky with who I like talking to or like pursuing. It's very difficult, and it's like they're happy, and then like it makes me realize like I'm stressing out about this shit too much. So I'm like, oh okay, so that's why I like,
Because you want that happiness too.
yeah, and then it makes me realize like I could be like, you know, in a relationship, or I could continue focusing on my career and shit like that, and eventually like realistically I feel like the time will come and I shouldn't just keep getting fixated on that because it is very distracting. So it's like, oh, like sure I can mess around on dating apps, like talk to people casually, like do all that shit, but like I feel like my focus right now more is just like let's focus up on the career, let's make money.
I agree.
And if people find that attractive or what I'm doing right now is attractive, then they'll come to me.
I'm kind of in the same mindset when it comes to that. Like, every time I've dated people in the past, which to get into detail with that, I've been with at least one person every single year for the past 10 years. So I'm kind of making a vow to like not have a person for 2023.
Yeah, you've been chilling on that.
Like, this is my year to build something for me and improve my character development. So that's kind of the mindset I'm in now, and I want to build more for myself so I have more to offer whoever that person is, and I hope to God that person is doing the same thing, because I'm not gonna have any freeloader, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like for me, like one of the biggest things I look for in a relationship is someone who matches where I'm at right now.
Yeah, period.
And I've always had that, like, ever since I got out of like college and shit like that. I need someone who's like passionate about like whatever they're like pursuing as much as I am with psychology. They need to be like set with what they want to do or have an end goal. Like for me, for example, I want to pursue a PhD in social psychology. I want to be a professor. Like that's my straight up, like that's what I want to do. Like if you like, I'm working towards it, like waiting for grad apps, like backups, like all that shit. Like I need someone who has that solid idea of what they want to do for the rest of their lives and need to be actively pursuing it, not passively. I don't want them to be reactive towards the situation. I want them to be consistently proactive towards
exactly.
that shit.
I had this one person I mean, like, we weren't dating or anything, but it was like a random encounter, and I was like, is this a dating candidate? Quickly found out the answer is no. Because, you know, if you want to do something, but you had to go to school for that thing, and they weren't doing it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like, girl, you gotta do that to get this. You know,
dumbass.
Hello.
Holy.
This could be anyone, okay?
Yeah.
But if you know that this is who it is, maybe it's a wake up call. If the shoe fits.
You see, he used that out of breath.
Hey, honestly, talk your shit, Kyle. Talk your shit.
If the shoe fits. But no, like, if you want it, go get it. Fuck. Come on.
It's I don't know.
Okay, I have a counter for you guys.
Ooh.
Okay, let's say she has everything that she has.
You mean everything she wants?
Like in terms of like our like what we want?
Yeah.
Type beat?
Okay.
This will like stump you guys even more. She has the job. She has the money.
All right.
She has the equal energy.
Okay.
But you don't think she's attractive.
But I find those characteristics attractive.
Yeah, I also find those
now,
characteristics.
is this kind of like a thing where like she's a 5 but has all these other things? Is that what you're saying?
More like, you know, the people you talking about sound old as fuck.
Well, no,
Like
I know
60-year-old.
No.
Like, I got my shit together.
Nah, I know people that are my age, even younger, who have their shit together.
Yes, I also.
So how come you didn't mingle with them?
Because they're
They're probably dating other
you're not
people.
dating
other people.
Okay, but appearance has to come somehow. Right?
Yeah, it has
Like
something to do with it.
She has everything that you want, but she's not Asian.
I'm open to many races.
Granted,
He
like
just wants an Asian.
like,
Exactly.
I obviously have my preferences, but like I'm open to that. You know, like you can't like yuck it until you try it. You know what I'm saying?
Oliver, I can picture you with a cute little white girl.
I
Be open to it.
Like a
I
blue
don't
hair
see
furry.
myself with
No,
petite girl. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've like one petite girl in high school, and that was a phase.
That means white, guys.
I don't want to like be like rude about it and shit, but yeah.
But I think looks come into play.
Well,
They do to a certain point, but
Like, you remember, I'm quoting you from the last podcast, don't be a fat bitch. What if she's all of that, but, you know.
oh yeah, that probably won't work. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Looks haven't... looks have to go in
You're
there
right.
somewhere.
I didn't say no, but I will say this. If you're a 10, like, hottest person on the planet, but lack all those other things, fuck no.
oh yeah, I would
Absolutely not.
I would agree with that as well.
I would prefer, like, a 6 who has all those things.
I would put it lower, like a.
Okay,
5 or
I'm
a
not
4.
going below 6.
Yeah, 6 is like a D.
I'm not going below 6. That's my lowest.
Wait, maybe 5 for me. 5 for me. It
No,
has to be
you're
average.
not. I know you.
What?
You have good taste.
Do I really?
Like, not bad, you know?
All right.
So I wouldn't say you're... I don't think you're capping when you say I'd go for a 5.
Okay. You might.
He's capping.
Maybe you caught me. Maybe you didn't.
But
Y'all will never know.
I believe looks matter, so...
You don't know till you try.
Kyle, have you tried?
I've tried everything. And you know it.
Gosh dang, Kyle. He tried everything, huh?
Moving on.
Yo.
Next subject.
This has been an action-packed podcast for real.
One time, Kyle.
Mona, you're... Oliver's sister is in the audience and she thinks she's part of this right now. Save it for your turn.
Yeah,
Talk your shit.
Oliver, I kind of know, like, obviously, like, you've been with Libby for a long time. I know your taste and everything. You kind of know what I like and what I've been with. What would you describe your... You said 5.
Oh,
hey,
shit.
hey, you said 5.
Yes.
You said 5 is acceptable.
Mhm.
Describe your 5. Your dream 5.
Wait, how do I
this is so weird. I wouldn't have...
see? Like,
Libby's 11.
I'm scared because like I can't really think of I don't like correlating a girl to a number. I don't know. Ugh.
Just humor us.
4,
Just
5.
humor us. Come on.
Like, can you give me an example?
Like, some people don't like it when their girl has blue hair. Is that
Okay.
is
So-
that
Give me one, bro. Give me one, bro.
Shit.
is that a trait of your 5?
Okay. There have been rumors that I like people with colored hair. Like, I don't mind it.
That is your type.
No.
Oh shit.
I don't like. I don't judge the girl for whatever her color hair is. So she has. Wait! Did that come out?
Oh god. Oh man.
Hey, if you have green hair,
Splash.
if you have green hair, you look like a nasty booger, but you might be a cute booger. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this dude.
So so what I'm hearing is your 5 girl is a cute booger. He's just looking at him like that.
I don't know what to say.
Let's see.
I don't know what to say.
Kiann is speechless, and that's something.
A cute
That's
booger.
some type, bro.
Oh man.
I don't. Okay, green hair is kind of weird, but
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you guys like to color your hair, do you? But that's not our type.
Okay, you said the lowest you'd go was a 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of us know below 7s.
So far, I have a pretty good track record. Like, yes, some of the people I've dated are bitches, but physically, they look good. I'll give you guys that. Personality-wise, you guys suck. But, you know, looks-wise, I'll give that to you. Not all of you. I'm not talking about all of you. I doubt any of my exes are even watching me. But you never know.
You never know.
You
like,
never know.
we're getting out there.
I've had a lot, so you don't know if I'm talking to you. But again, if the shoe fits, well,
Your body count's like 100.
hey, not that high. Come on.
All right, good. Describe your 5.
6.
Good. Describe your 6 then.
Okay, I mean, like, I guess my 6 is like, you don't have to be hella fit, like not hella overweight, not fit, but like you're actively trying to be better. Like, if I can see the potential, then it's okay.
Give him rare candy or something to make him evolve. You feel me?
dude, potential sucks.
No, I like.
Potential diff.
I'd rather
Genetic
work.
diff.
I'd rather work with physical potential rather than potential in those other areas. I want you to have it figured out in those other areas.
Oh, so you would rather go for like she has everything that you want. She's a 6, but she can be a 9 in the future.
Right. Exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
In the physical realm.
Because
Yeah. I don't want
it matters.
it. Yeah. I feel the opposite though if it comes to career, education, you know, and all that other stuff. Like, I do want them to have it figured out because I've already dated everyone who doesn't. Kind of done with that. That's just my take on it. Yeah.
Well, for me personally, Libby's not a fucking 5. You go for a 5, bro. So like,
None of us said that was the goal, okay?
Okay, do you think there's a inverse between like having my stuff together and then looks?
What do you mean?
Is it rare to have someone who's pretty and have their stuff together?
Yes, that's why
I
we're
would-
single.
I would agree.
That's why I'm single.
You're proving my point exactly that appearance matters. So like you
Wait.
said, yeah, they have
There
their
has
stuff
to be
together.
a healthy combination.
I told
okay?
I flabbergasted those guys.
Nah,
It
no,
reminds me
no.
of the-
You
I
misunderstood. There has to be
Because
a
you
good-
know people that have their stuff together, but you wouldn't date them. Why? Because their appearance. Flabbergasted.
No, most of them are dating people. They're dating other people, guys. People that I respect usually. You know, so because I have gone after people who are dating people, but I'm not gonna do people that I like dirty.
He's doing
you know?
math.
No, you know, like
What's
the
going
Twitter
on over
meme?
there, Oli?
You
What's
know the
going on?
Twitter meme, like when you're doing the correlational thing. I was like, you know the Twitter meme where it's like the guy that's like fuck around to find out, where it's like you fuck around and it's like horizontal and then find out, and then it's like the more you fuck around, the more you find out.
So what do people
The
find?
more- the
so,
more,
so what do people find out about you?
No. The thing is like the more successful they are, the more attractive they are. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh,
Like the graph.
okay.
So success-wise, bumps appearance by a half or a 1.
A 1,
I would say a 1.
maybe a 2. Depends.
Okay, but your 5 is still a 6.
No comment.
But you know,
Flabbergasted.
this is all relative. I mean, like my 6 could be someone else's 8.
Wait, that's true.
Think about that. Got you there. I got you there.
I have a good counter to that.
Okay.
Okay, who's that someone else's 8?
I don't know.
Someone else's 4. Attractive
else's
people attract attractive people.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's like, you know, another man's trash is another person's treasure.
But like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, though.
Well, behold this. She's still a 5.
Okay.
Think about
Kiann,
it. Think about it.
how about you describe what a 5 would be to you? I know you're with Libby, is very, very happy. You're probably going to be there together forever. But what would a 5 be
nice.
to you? What's a 5 to you?
Probably your 5. You know,
Okay.
you are who you hang out with. So, you know, like, let's say if your 5 is someone else's 10, we don't hang out with that guy.
Oh, that's a good point.
That could be like
You are so right.
with all
Yes.
with all-
Period. Yeah. Mona agrees.
no, with
yes.
all due respect,
Yeah.
that might be a theater kid.
You're right.
Wait, but
Not our type.
Kind of cool.
Again, that kind of blends in with the colored hair people, which is okay. It's fine.
Attract those types.
I know, but I don't entertain it.
Wait, colored hair is
No, but you know what I mean by like our 5 and someone else's 10 is not our
Right.
homie.
You're right. That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Exactly. You are who you hang out with.
So if our 4 is your 10, you can't hang with us.
Yeah, you can, but we don't
probably
notice.
won't invite you.
We don't notice. We don't notice.
I'm kidding.
No, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
no.
He's
you're right.
flabbergasted.
I'm genuinely confused.
Okay. So let's say Kyle's 5 is someone else's 10. That someone is not our friend
Most likely, yeah.
because we've seen more and we
Yeah.
know what.
I think
What you want?
all of our
Yeah.
friends
Got it. Okay.
all of our friends kind of have the same expectations. So, I agree with that.
No, each clique has like norms.
Yeah.
I would
Our
agree.
clique is have your shit together. Like, you know, if you don't, then what are you doing here?
Yeah, it's hard. Like realistically, it is hard to have your shit together.
Back to you, Ollie. I have a question for you.
Go for it.
I gymmed with you yesterday or 2 days ago, and you said you
Yes.
could go off on this. Can guys and girls be friends?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Now, this is a
Okay.
topic. This is a topic.
I would say yes, but it depends on how
What I
like,
say.
willing you're supposed to be. So for me, I was when I thought when I thought I can be friends with this person, I when I cut people off, I eventually think like, hey, like when we're more mature, more older, like we could become friends again.
Oh, hell no.
But
Don't
for
contact me.
But for me in that moment, if you know me, you
know.
I never ghost people. Like it is so hard for me to take someone out of my life and
I'm a
accept
ghoster.
it. So like when I ghost someone, you must have done some fucking stupid ass shit. If I ghosted you.
You heard that, right?
And like you have to, I don't know. It's just they can be friends, but it has to be willing for both sides. For
So
me,
you're saying that both of you have to make an effort to be the friends,
yeah.
right?
But for me, like I think I was so hurt from what happened between that person and I that I ghosted them, and I never make that decision, you know. And they got very angry at me for not telling them I ghosted them. Which
Take a hint.
Okay, granted, when you ghost someone you ghost someone,
How to
you
ghost
don't
101.
fucking tell the person that you're ghosting that you're ghosting
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Because
dumbass.
the first
Bitch, that's what you did in our podcast with
Okay.
Mona.
What are you talking about?
I'm ghosting you.
because the first assumption
That was a joke.
that you would make towards the person you ghost, they'll ask you like, "Hey, can't we work this out? Why don't we figure it out and communicate?" But for me, like, I already tried to make the effort in trying to remedy our friendship, and like honestly, I felt like when I feel like it's a lost cause, that's when you know it's fucked. That's why I ghosted that person.
Ooh, lost cause.
But at least in that scenario, I guess no. But I think in general, yes, they can, as long as you're willing to make the effort. And it has to be. It can't be like unrequited. It has to be like reciprocal. You guys have to both be putting that effort into like wanting to be friends, and you have to like swallow the pride. Like, let's just say if it was someone you're pursuing, and they don't find you like that way, like they don't want to be in a relationship with you. You gotta be like. You gotta like respect yourself and say like, oh, we could be friends and keep it that way. Like you aren't gonna stay in that friendship just to like take a hit at them again or like come at them again. You know?
My little take on this, and I've been the victim, and I've also been the person to do this to people, where things don't work out, and I feel like it's just a courtesy to say, but we could just be friends. When you both damn well know you're not going to be friends, and you're never going to talk to each other ever again, and you're just going to ghost each other. You're never going to, like, you're going to block each other eventually. It might not be immediate, but it's going to be eventually. I think saying we could just be friends is just a courtesy.
Is cap.
It's a courtesy.
Can I fucking
That's
add on
cap,
to that
bruh.
shit? Like, you know how people are like, oh, our friendship is gonna be the same, or like, oh, you could still come to me, like, oh, if you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me.
Bullshit.
That is complete bullshit.
That's
like,
cap.
If that actually happens to you, that is a 0.001% chance. That is like a very fucking.
Well,
rare
let's take it a little deeper.
I don't know anyone who's.
Let's
done
take it a
that.
little deeper. Let's say a guy is getting his heart broken, right? And this girl is saying, but you can still come to me if you ever need me, blah, blah, blah. Why would this sad guy want to go to this girl and confide in her? Why would you go to the person that broke your heart?
No.
Why the fuck would you do that?
That's honestly fucking yourself.
By the way, a lot of you people do that. I don't know why.
Okay.
You know what that's called? That's called
I've done
cucks.
Period.
Oh shit! I'm a cuck. No.
Whoa.
Okay, no, because he
Don't
just
put
said-
that on your resume.
That sucks.
Okay, like I'll be honest, I've done that before. I've gone to the person that's hurt me, and like not the smartest idea in the world, but it's just like, why would I do that to myself? And it's like, note to self, I will never ever fucking do that to myself ever again. Because honestly, that's disrespecting who you are as a
Period.
person.
Yeah, I
You're
agree.
disrespecting yourself. You aren't having like, I don't know. It's just so fucked. Like if
I
you
know
don't
what
think
you
of it
mean.
like that.
Mm-hmm. You gotta, like, when you're in a tough spot like that and you want to reach out to them, you have to, which I was in a mindset like that. I never actually did it, but when I found myself in a mindset this one time a couple years ago, I made a list of all the people that I knew had my back, of all the people that I knew I could confide in.
How recent was this?
Like 2 years ago.
Am I on it?
Yes, of course you're on it. Everyone in this room was on it,
I
but
I got you, Ollie.
But that list was really, really long. And after making that list, I was like, wow, why is this person even matter to me anymore? Why am I letting this person take over my mind and my emotions like this when I have all these other people that I could be pouring energy into?
You know what? I like that. Dude. Because, like, we're the part of the relationship with the bigger clique, right?
Yeah.
That's a flex in itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it really eases my mind, you know? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I know people who broken up and the girlfriend's like, bye. Who is she now?
Yeah.
She's like a no one. She looks like a who is she? Like, who is she? She looked like a who is she?
What's the
I don't know. Who is she?
Exactly.
Shudder.
Yeah.
Have you grown from going to your herder?
Like, don't get me wrong, I've done that with one person, and like this person has given me infinite life lessons, and like she was a big part of my life. I would say she isn't.
Did she give you life lessons, or did your mistakes with her give you life lessons?
Big difference.
Yeah.
Shit. I would say it's both, but like the mistakes that came out of it also gave me life lessons, because I don't want to like I can't be giving her like all the credit, because a lot of this is on me, but like if that didn't happen to me, I don't even think I would be successful to this day. Like I don't think I would have transferred to Irvine. I don't think I would have changed
So
from
it pushed you.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think I would have changed from comp sci to psychology and pursued psychology at UCI, you know?
That's a good point.
But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
there's only so much credit I could give her, because, like, I think about it, and the rest of that, like, mental resilience and all the bullshit I went through was all on me. I can't just give her credit for breaking my heart. Like, okay, I could give her credit for that, but everything else, like, I realized I would give her too much credit for the other things that I did for myself.
Yeah.
Like, push myself to the limit, like, education-wise, and, like, pursue something that I recently found out I was passionate in during that time.
Yep.
You know? But I feel like a lot of people find it hard to use heartbreak or use like all that shit as motivation, because your first reaction is to be fucking sad. And granted, that's a very, very fucking natural reaction, to be gloomy, to be depressed over something. Like for me, like when I got heartbroken like recently, my first thought was to like pursue my my career. Like I'm like, I have work to start, I have grad apps to start, I'm gonna start going to the gym, and I didn't gloom over it. Like I was like, I've done that too much with so many girls that I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm gonna grind, and look where I'm at right now. I'm doing very well. I'm genuinely happy, and I'm doing the stuff that I want to do.
I genuinely feel that, you know, women who you let in like that have all the potential in the world to fucking destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be very picky about who you decide to let in like that. And a lot of people are not picky enough. Mm-hmm. And that's why you see all these guys getting destroyed. And it could be vice versa too. The guy could be destroying the girl too.
A toxic guy's just as worse.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then destroy can be sexual as well.
Just letting any
A destroy sexual. Dap me up, brother. Dap me up, brother. Destroy sexual.
destroys. Add that to your pronouns.
Destroy sexual.
I'm a destroy. I'm just toxic like that. You feel me?
Oh man, that's hella funny.
But what Kyle was bringing up, like, I feel like one thing that a lot of
my
people...
It just
bio.
snapped. A destroy sexual. What snapped, Ollie?
I was okay. I remember. So what Kyle was bringing up, I feel like a lot of people don't do this.
He destroys sexual.
Hey, Sippin News trademark that. Destroy sexual.
Is that like a
He destroys sexual.
Wait? Is that part of the pronoun, or is it?
Yeah,
like
it's a
the
pronoun. We
nickname?
destroying the person we date. We toxic like that.
Get it.
What?
Wait, I'm kind of confused.
A destroy. A destroy sexual. You destroy
a person who destroys a person you were having sex with.
No.
No, that's what I was referring to.
I was referring to like take them down mentally.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
What were you saying?
Destroy
sexual.
What Kyle was mentioning a while ago was like something that I feel like people our age don't do enough is put up boundaries.
Oh, for sure.
Go off on that. I know.
For me, I realized like
my boundary is fuck off.
I realized like
he said that with a capital F.
It's like I realized I didn't put enough boundaries on like other people because I feel like people would use me too much. And ever since I put up those boundaries, I realized a lot of people kind of subsided from my life or left my life.
Okay, I have a counter argument. If you want someone to date, why have so many boundaries?
I mean, I could always drop those boundaries. It's just depending on person to person. I have different boundaries for different people.
Okay,
I think you'll
that's a
be.
good-
I
that's a
could.
good
I could
take.
think of a couple things. Like for the right person, you'll drop them,
That's a
or
good take.
or
Oh shit.
or the right person will respect them.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like for me, the right person would respect the boundaries, and if I feel comfortable enough with them, obviously those boundaries are gonna drop because as we start getting closer, as we start finding if we're compatible or not, whether like romantically or platonically, those
sounds like
boundaries
a
are
lot
gonna
of
move
work.
up and down.
Does boundaries apply to like relationships, or can it be friends too?
It could be both. I feel like that's something I
Like,
don't
can we have
emphasize-
boundaries?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't need boundaries for you. I knew we were gonna be homies.
Yeah, but like for you, for example, it's different because we've known each other for so long, and like,
No, when I first met you, you're that guy who listened to like ear rape music. He's like, "Hey, Key, look what I'm listening to."
Ear
Like,
rape music.
no, it's like
it's so much distortion.
it's just like
Distortion.
I'm pretty sure I was the one that showed you like the
My
like
mic
the
is wet.
ear rape like Panda by Designer,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just like pure like.
Distortion.
I feel like people would kind of be into that, you know, like what's the music that all the gym people listen to? The one that sounds like it's at a rave. It's like
Like dunk, dunk,
hard
dunk,
style.
dunk, dunk,
I feel
dunk,
like
dunk.
ear rape right like back then is hard style now that people could probably play in the gym and go hard to.
Yeah, but I don't like that new.
I've never
I don't like-
heard the thing ear rape till now.
Really? It's okay. It was like a very like meme heavy in like 2014, like 2013 to 2017, I would say.
I wasn't
Like,
in with the times.
Imagine your
back
favorite
then.
song just distorted to the max.
Yeah.
So, where do you guys keep your boundaries? Oh, you have a little too many boundaries.
Okay, I don't have too many boundaries. I don't. Now, I think a lot of people, like a lot of my friends, when they first start to be my friend, they think I have a lot of boundaries. It takes them a little while to learn that you really don't need to have boundaries with
I'm
me.
still one of your besties, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still think you have a lot of boundaries.
What kind of boundaries do you
Wait,
think I
I'm
have
kinda-
with you?
I'm kind of.
I'm just talking about like universal. You think everyone thinks you have an RBF.
That's true, but that's not a boundary. That's just a fact.
That's just
No,
like
that's gonna be-
personality.
That's just my face, guys. Get over it.
Well,
Stop.
Oh my bad, my bad.
okay. So, is a relationship if you feel like it's a relationship, or when both parties say it's a
When
relationship?
both parties say it is, hello, what the
Oh
hell?
yeah, it has to be both parties.
Okay.
But
good.
I'm gonna be honest. There are some times where I act out of it, and I am guilty of that. Like I will be straight up honest. Like I've acted like I was in a relationship when I wasn't in a relationship. But at the same
Okay.
time, it's also due to the fact that miscommunication is very common in the people I've talked to before. So it's just being very clear about that stuff. Like so, like are we like? I'm not sure if the word is mutually exclusive. Like it's just us, but something like that.
You know what? I want you to have a relationship. It's gonna be soon though.
Why wouldn't you want him to?
I mean, I'm
I
not.
never
I'm not
not
talking
want
to
it.
anyone right now. I'm not sure if I'll be talking to anyone anytime soon.
It's not something you just take out of a hat.
That'll be in the
you know?
next podcast if something happens.
Oh my god,
Okay.
Ooh, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay.
This ain't fucking class. Just say it.
Okay, what are your guys' thoughts on bringing people back from the past?
Oh.
I could bring.
Let's say you had a romantic relationship with whoever, and it's been some time, and one thing led to another, and now you're talking again. Would you bring them back? Do you feel like you're moving backwards? Do you feel like you're moving forwards? What do you think?
Ooh, I
What's
got
your
this, I
thought
got
process?
You go first.
For me, I had something like that. I wouldn't say recently, but somewhat recently, and I kind of treated this I would say situation as something entirely different from what we had in the past, because what I wanted to recognize was like this is an entirely different situation, and we're both very different people from who we were back then. Like we've grown a lot, we've gone through a lot of shit, we've probably gone through different partners, like and shit like that. But Wait, what was the question? Okay, yeah, we've gone through different partners, so obviously I'll be looking at this situation entirely different from what it was, because I shouldn't be letting the past be affecting what we are right now or what we're trying to figure out right now. So if we supposedly start talking again and I'm vibing with it and I'm like, oh shit, like I feel like this is like something different could come out of it than the last time, then why wouldn't I pursue it? Like, you do that every single time with another girl. Like, oh, you're vibing with them. Like, why not pursue it, or at least put in an effort?
What would it take for you to know that you're not going to be going down the same rabbit hole?
Honestly, I guess it's just up to you. Like, for me,
like, what do you have to see? What do you have to, you know?
For me, I guess the one thing that I saw was a communication difference. Like,
Okay.
stating like what we wanted, what we needed, like being honest with our emotions, being honest with
And
our
that wasn't
feelings.
happening before.
I can't relate.
I would say like that was a big reason why we had a downfall.
Okay.
'Cause
No, I
communication?
would say it was the reason, because we weren't able to state how we felt, and that kind of just threw us into assumptions and confusion. And then it left me confused as hell, like what the fuck just happened. And then like, you know, that's why for me, like in relationships or even in general, I always emphasize communication. Like if you just be honest with me, and I'm fine with that. Like, I don't care if you hurt my feelings. I don't care. Like, if you're honest with me and you're straight up and you're able to convey that, that's all that matters to me. Like, I don't care if I get hurt from it in the end. At least you told me the truth instead of some bullshit, or tried to half-ass it, or tried to like make me guess what the fuck you want. Because if you're trying to make me guess, or if you're trying to make me assume like what you need, like what the fuck? Why don't you just tell me? Like, if we are talking and you're trying to make me assume, like realistically, we should be at the point in our friendship or relationship where you could just straight up tell me what's wrong.
This kind of reminds me of what someone told me. Like, I don't remember if it was my mom or someone else, but whoever that was told me that whoever you're talking to or trying to be with, if you ever walk away from any encounter from that person confused, that's a huge red flag that you should leave. That person should not be leaving you feeling confused. You should be very certain on their feelings toward you, their, you know, decision to be with you, you know, their purpose in your life. If you're confused about any of those things, you need to get the fuck out.
Damn, that blew my mind.
No, that's some real shit. I agree with that.
I'm very heavy on that. Like, for anything going forward, the minute I start feeling confused with you, you're ghosted.
Woo.
That's just how it's gonna be.
I'm not as drastic as that, but I do have the belief as well. Like, I'll give you a chance, but like, the thing is, like, I think I'm in a position, especially like age wise and like maturity wise, where like, if you're consistently leaving me confused, like, you shouldn't be in my life. You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have enough time to be confused over a girl.
Right.
Like, or like something. Like, I don't have enough time for that. Like, I have so much other shit to worry about, and I'm not going to be fixated. I'm not going to overthink on stuff that I know might not be worth it in the end.
And you gotta remember too that whoever this person is, you were fine before they came into your life. So why the fuck wouldn't you be fine when they leave? Or
Yeah,
when you,
exactly.
like, leave.
It's not like you're like codependent or dependent on them. Like, if you've guys dealt with like codependency or dependency, like that shit is very codependency, I believe, is very unhealthy, because you know, like in a relationship you could be
Sounds strange.
somewhat dependent on each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, like emotionally you might go to them like almost instantaneously, but codependency takes that shit further, where it's like you rely on them almost too much. Like, I had like, I'll be honest, I had a problem with that with a couple of my friends, like platonically. Like, when I was in Irvine, I didn't know who to go to when I was feeling some type of way, so I'd go to my friends, and I didn't realize I was exhausting them, and all I would talk about is myself instead of talk about them, or like help them out, vice versa. Like, it was a friendship where it was almost leaning towards my side, like a 80-20 kind of thing.
Damn.
Okay. So going back to the question, would you bring someone back from the past? Your answer is yes, along with everything else you said.
That's if like they glow up here.
My answer is going to be very straight up no. I strongly feel like you're moving backwards, and I feel like even if they did grow, which hopefully they did, they still carry the same personality traits, whether they're as pronounced or not. It's still part of them.
Yeah.
and I don't want anything to do with that. So that's my answer. It's pretty cut and dry.
I respect that answer a lot.
Kiann, I know again you're the one in a very long-term happy relationship, but if you're ever in the circumstance of bringing someone back, what is your thought, or at least your opinion, on someone doing that or not?
I mean, first of all, I have to keep myself in check. I know damn well it's not gonna do me any good.
Yeah.
And then, on your point that your family made, I was pretty confused when times were bad with like my past relationship, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do me. I'm not gonna like go back.
Yeah.
Like I think it's to the point where like it's not gonna happen, but hypothetically in an alternate universe, if it did happen, my homies would be mad at me.
Oh, for sure.
Which is
Slap
why
you.
like no, my homies will be like
No, I genuinely I think about that too. Like, would my circle look down on me because of this? Like, because I respect the people I kept in my life at this point. I respect their opinion, and you damn sure it's gonna impact my decisions.
No, Aaron and Austin would be like, dude, if you suffered, why do you want to do it again?
Why are you putting yourself through that struggle again, that pain? Because they're watching and experiencing that with you. If they're your ride or die people,
They're gonna like
fuck
her, bro. Fuck her.
Low key, they go through that pain with you. Because who do you go to when things are rough? You go to them.
And they're gonna be like, dude, I hate seeing you like this.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you with her again?
No,
And they're gonna be like, here we go again.
I feel like that's
You're a dumbass. You're saying,
Here we go again
they're
with the
gonna say
late
that.
night talks. In
I
the
know they're
parking
gonna
lot.
do that. So
I feel like that's the exact reaction my friend group had with this particular person. I'm pretty sure. I
Me
feel like the
included.
the person that reacted the most was probably my sister. I'm gonna be honest. She was like, "What the fuck? Like, hello?" She's like, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Hey, yo, my bad." And then some people who've heard like the past between that person and I were like, "That's interesting. Hopefully, it goes better this time." It was like more like,
but it didn't, right?
I mean, not necessarily. I feel like how we ended things off was respect for both of us. It's just for me at this moment, like, I want to work on myself, and like eventually when I feel ready, I'll go talk to that person, whether I feel ready or not. Like if I do want to keep them in my life, I'll talk to them. If I don't and I feel content with myself, which I am content with myself right now, then I'm not.
Okay, good question right now. Would you let your homies hang out with their depressing depressor instigator if it was for closure?
No.
Me too. I would not. I was like, fuck closure. You don't need that crap.
No.
Get out of there,
The
bro.
pain that they cause you is closure enough, and that should be motivation enough to get the fuck out and never talk to them again.
Damn it.
If you really need that over and over, you're just hurting. You're putting yourself in a position to keep hurting yourself.
Like closure's a
It's
lame
emotional.
excuse.
It's emotional suicide. I strongly believe in that.
I know I'm too nice and I still do it.
You are too nice. I'll give you that.
Like, I know I would say no, but I do it, so I would say yes. It's fucked. And like, I know that's something I'm still working on myself. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Bro, they're two opposites. He can cancel, he can't.
We're both Pisces too. That's weird. Like, we're
I don't believe that.
okay.
I
Like,
don't
yeah.
believe that. I
according
don't
to
know what that
astrology,
means.
we're
I don't-
supposed to be like,
Astrology
I
wise,
don't know
we
what
should
that
be
means.
thinking the same way, but it couldn't be.
I
It
feel
couldn't
like
be more different.
I fit more of a Pisces than he
I-
does.
Little backstory: I wasn't supposed to be a Pisces. I was born a whole month early. I should have been an Aries. So
He's a Pisces for money. Right? You're more emotional if you're like,
I get emotional when I lose money.
yeah. Exactly.
Oh, dude, holy
I cry.
shit.
I cry more when I lose money than like a relationship.
I'm gonna be honest. Ever since I got like a career starting job, like a full-time job, I started being more emotional over money. Like I understand that completely. Like every time I like invest a little too much in a certain thing.
Because you know the value of a dollar now. Like you
Yeah.
worked your ass
Shit, we ain't
off for
talking
it.
pesos. We talking the dollar.
We aren't talking about yen.
We talking about the dollar.
We
Go.
aren't talking about Vietnamese dong.
We
you
talking
know
about
what I'm saying?
the dong. That sounds like shit.
Did you know Vietnamese currency is called dong?
Oh, fun fact.
Wait, no.
Wow.
Okay. It might have changed.
In
but
America, it's called poop.
I thought dong was penis.
I thought it meant dick.
Yeah, that's I thought dong was penis.
no.
Like you know, like people say like schlong dong. You know.
Oh yeah, you're right. But you know, Bear Grylls like I ate this beetle and I found him in Dong. You know, like
Oh, D-U-N-G,
Like Mona be
not
like,
D-O-N-G.
man, did you see that schlong
Oh, okay.
dog?
okay.
Shoulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda,
Shoulda,
woulda.
furra, furra.
Oh man.
What were we talking about?
Oh, the topic was, would you bring the person back? Yes, no.
No. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's because I have a squad that, you know, has
Yeah.
mutual
Squad shit.
Exactly.
Shout out to Keith Ape, Ijima.
underwater squad. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If I knew what happened, I think I would have stopped you.
See, like, I felt like I kept that situation really low key due to the backlash I felt like
You felt
was
like
gonna come from my
because
friends.
you felt like people were gonna try to stop you.
But at the same time, I knew I was a mature enough now during that time period where I feel like if anything went wrong, I would have stopped myself.
No, if I fucked up, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be a 20 versus 1. Sometimes everyone needs a squad that's a 20 versus 1.
I'll join.
It like if you screwed up, the fact that we're bashing you shows how much we care.
That's true.
It's no disrespect to you.
Oh, yeah,
Owen,
100%.
At all. Like I want you and everyone else I care about to be with someone that they deserve. And whoever this girl is, I have an idea who it is. But I don't you know,
Actually, in fact, I think it's actually mutual dislike of the girl hurting you.
yeah, that's what it is.
like, she isn't like a bad person. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the people I've been attracted to or I found liking towards aren't necessarily bad people.
Now,
It's just like compatibility or
They
like
don't-
whatever.
they may not be bad people, but they could be bad people for
For
you.
Yeah.
And that's all we care about
Mm.
is you. We don't give a shit about anyone else we're talking to.
Talk your shit. I can't recognize that sometimes.
I don't care who she is at school or at work because I don't know her like that. I only know you and how you're affected by that person.
I mean, the fact that you have friends that say you're wrong,
Yeah.
it just shows how much you're not surrounded by yes men.
No, dude, I swear to God.
That's true,
if,
too.
Like my friend group, like the Basat boys, for example, if they all said yes to some of that shit, like I think about it now, like if they did say yes to it, I would have went like, now I'm like,
That's how
what
you
the
know.
fuck,
That's how you know
bro?
people care about you or not. If they're just saying, yeah, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, and they're not giving you any objection for anything.
21, do your thing.
No, sometimes you need the 20 versus 1.
Yeah,
To know that-
21.
No.
Can you
like give me
do
some
something
objection,
for
and
me?
like I'll know that you're there for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He called the first podcast boring, yet it was fucking good in terms of the reviews. But that's how I knew he wasn't a yes man.
Talk your shit, Kyle.
I think I was more criticizing like my own thing, where a big thing at the beginning was I had trouble keeping eye contact with the camera.
Oh shit! I haven't been keeping.
I
eye
know.
contact with-
I noticed that you
No,
haven't.
no,
been.
if you look at us, it's fine.
No, yeah, I've been trying to keep good eye contact with Kyle and Kiann mainly,
which is okay, but like it's when I watch it as for myself, I'm like, oh man, like I'm just looking all over the
shit.
place.
No, you know what Libby said? She said your stage presence is better. After
Oh,
the third
thank
episode,
you.
then it's fine.
Okay, cool. I feel better about
See,
that.
now I'm more conscious of the camera. Now I feel a little anxious now.
Well, no,
Holly, you already have one, like a presence.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, you aren't awkward at all.
Okay, like low key, I went into this nervous, but I felt very comfortable from the start. Like
Oh, that's our.
once I
that's our
started
goal,
talking,
man.
I'm like, yeah, this is just another day.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot of great stuff. Hopefully, all of you guys can reflect on it and relate to a lot of it. We've all been in those situations and we don't know how to get out of them.
Okay,
or-
I have one more before we end the episode. Oliver, do you still listen to Lil Uzi Vert despite the satanic controversy at Rolling Loud?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Yesterday, here, hold up. Let me pull this shit up real quick.
Okay, while you pull that up, I'm gonna give the crowd context. Lil Uzi Vert, a rapper, ever since he got big, he started doing like satanic. Dude, in his set, it was a bunch of crosses with mannequins.
Okay,
Dude, and you know
I
what
did
his
not
lyrics
notice
said?
that.
You know what his lyrics said? I made a city girl believe in Satan.
The hell?
And he was moshing to that. Like, yeah, like, I love raging and all, but like,
I do love raging as well.
that shit's like, I
Do you
might even-
guys ever listen to the lyrics of this shit? Like some of you guys just be dancing and shit to it, but do you listen to what it actually
No, he was moshing like,
is?
I made a city girl believe in Satan. Yeah. I made a city girl believe in
Yeah.
Satan.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I was like, you know what? I like, even in Playboy Cardi's set, people thought he was like doing a ritual
Dude,
because
that's
he
crazy.
screamed like.
That sounds like a Playboy Cardi-esque thing to do.
I know, like while you were moshing, there was flashes of upside down crosses.
Okay.
Oh hell no!
I'm not sure if there's an implication, but I'm pretty sure
Everyone
there's a
who
fucking
went there
implication.
is cursed.
I know someone who
Shit,
did
we
go
might
to
be
Rolling
cursed
Loud.
too.
I didn't go there.
We went to Audiotistic.
Did he sing that there?
Yeah,
Fuck.
Wait, is that the Whole Lot of Red?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Cardi's Whole Lot of Reds. Like, I wanted to know what you know. Like, are you a practicing Catholic?
I am a non-practicing. I'm
But
not
do you know
That's
when
why we're
wrong is
eating
wrong?
Korean barbecue on Friday.
I'm not.
Wait, hey,
It's Lent.
Can we show the Uzi song I've been bumping the gym recently? Hey yo, audience, help us out, please.
Well, what's it called?
It's called Mood.
Oh yeah, I'll
Little
play
Uzi
that.
Vert.
I'll put you on the
Hey, show the audience real quick. This is what I've been on in the gym. Hey, zoom that shit in.
Yes, sir.
Closer, get that closer.
Say no
Get that
cap, Ollie.
closer.
Say no cap.
No cap.
No cap.
So I've been listening to Mood recently, and
Oh, do you like the song?
I love that song, and I've been listening to Top. First I drop my top.
Inside.
Who the fuck are you? Eh?
No, but even if you're non-practicing, do you think is there gonna be a line that crosses?
Is that a pun?
No,
Okay.
it could be though.
I would say it does make me feel uncomfortable, but I would say versus myself who was like practicing in high school, I guess it doesn't really matter to me right now because I feel like I'm not really focusing on my spiritual or religious side at the moment during my life. So I guess I would say I'm very like indifferent towards it. Like I don't have necessarily an opinion. Like I don't feel any positivity or negativity towards it.
For me, as a big Cardi stan, I'm scared to listen to him sometimes now.
Well, it depends. Like if this becomes like a consistent trend, maybe I'll be a little sussed
No,
out
it's
about it.
it's not only him. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's not just
Wait,
him.
okay, yeah, I am out of the loop. Is there any other people like
Chris
artists?
Brown, Lil Yachty. That's why Kanye is canceled because he's right.
Isn't even Beyonce?
Yeah,
part
she
of
was doing
that?
this
Yeah.
too.
Okay, I don't know what they're trying to teach the younger audience these days, but that's fucking weird. as
No,
shit.
you know what's crazy? They're like in the Bible it said the bad guy will look like the good guy in the end times.
The
Interesting.
bad guy.
And
will
Jimmy
look like the good
Fallon?
guy. Hmm.
They were like praising a drag queen.
Oh my god.
Like a talk show host like was making a drag. No hate to you guys, but like just how it's like, you know, put out there is like kind of scary. You know.
Wait, was the drag queen doing like anything like you were mentioning similar to like,
Like demonic
Zevert?
stuff?
or were they just praising her because she's like doing her thing?
Doing a thing, but like if you think about it, a lot of drags is like Lil Nas can be considered drag, and in one of his music videos he was groping the ass of Satan.
Is Sam Smith considered drag now?
He could be, bro. He could be,
Ed
bro.
Sheeran
Damn well.
I think
Is
he
Ed
is.
Sheeran considered drag?
I don't think he's in the loop.
Why the hell would he? That's so out there.
When your legs don't work like they used to
To before.
Did you guys see the I forgot what rapper it was, but did you see the guy putting the chain? Oh, I think it was Lil Wayne. He was putting a chain around Ed Sheeran. You guys see that, dude? I will pull that shit up right now. Hold up,
Yo, no cap.
because like I found it really fascinating because I feel like a lot of people
Bro, we're way over our time.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, I'm like this 2 episodes.
Okay. Oh shit, so we got wild then.
Yo, so it's a picture of Snoop Dogg putting a chain on Ed Sheeran.
does
Like
that
this
have to do
is
with
this was
anything?
like a week ago.
Bro, that was like reverse slavery.
Kiann!
No, memes where Ed Sheeran keeps getting drip from these artists, like rappers. They keep giving him chains and shit like that. Like he's valid. Like what did Ed Sheeran do? Is his music good? Or does he, like, is there anything more deeper to it? Like,
I don't know, but it's not rapper-esque. He still uses a guitar and it's 2023.
when your legs don't work like they used to before.
Leave the redhead alone.
Okay, but Ed Sheeran's cool.
Yeah, he's cool, but like, I might can't consider canceling like
You're gonna cancel Ed Sheeran?
Cardi, bro. I'm like, I love him like as an artist, but like, Team God, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Cardi's cool until today.
Cardi,
What is-
okay,
Cardi's
I'm
not gonna
saying-
help you cross over.
Yo, I'm just saying I'm learning a lot of shit that I didn't know because I'm very out of the loop. So
No, let
shout
me-
out
let me
to
put you on the
Kiann
sauce.
Kyle.
Sam Smith, Cardi, Uzi, Lil Yachty, Chris Brown, Travis, Future.
Sam Smith sounds very out of place.
Bro.
In this
No,
fucking
you didn't.
list.
Who do you?
Hey, yo, who's that? Who's that in the background?
Right behind you.
Who's that in the background?
Cancel him. Cancel him.
No,
Your
but
legs don't work like they used to before.
Jeez. Okay. One more thing. Let's put Oliver on the theory of relationships. You know, I know you're looking for a girl, but
I
you know
am
the
looking.
inverse relationship. You feel me?
Mm.
Okay, so basically, the inverse relationship of relationships is the less you look for a girl, the more likely you're gonna find a girl.
Hit my face.
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna fuck her.
Hit my face. Sorry, guys.
So Oliver, stop
Yes.
looking. But if you trust your gut, look.
Dude, it's like ever since I started using dating apps, even
Oh
in
my
like a
God.
joking manner,
Talk about
that shit made it harder for me. But like I realized when I stopped.
Do you realize that Hello 916 people love the septum piercing?
Disgusting. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
think
for
okay
it.
for me, I like piercings. I'm gonna be honest. I do like these.
You like the piercings and the colored hair.
Okay,
I see a trend. You got
colored
type.
hair, okay,
Got
colored
type.
hair is cute depending, and it depends. Like, have you seen the Asian girls with like the blonde streaks? Like, it'll only be like a
Okay,
blonde streak of
streaks
hair.
is fine.
That's different. That's
Wait,
different.
is that different from colored hair?
yes.
Yes,
colored hair is
because
the whole damn hair.
blonde is actually like a natural color that people have. I'm talking about outlandish stuff like
AMF.
bright red,
Wait, why
blue,
Blue hair,
green.
bruh.
God did not give us blue, green, red hair. He did give us
Are
blonde
you
hair.
discriminating against gingers?
No,
No.
I thought they have red hair,
that's more like orange. You know what I mean? I mean like fire red.
like hot Cheeto type beat.
Yeah.
Like Kiann's pants.
Oh shit!
That's not
Get a zoom in
natural.
real quick. Get a zoom in. like the color on my vape,
Pink-
like this kind of
Pink hair, unacceptable.
The only acceptable girl is Lazy Town, bruh. Stephanie.
Wait, Stephen Curry?
No, Stephanie's the girl from Lazy Town.
Oh, the one that's like, if you do the cooking by the book,
What?
and you bring
Yeah,
it down,
yeah.
bitch. Let me see you back.
No,
it
not
up.
that. No.
Wait, not that remix.
You know Lazy Town?
Yeah, I know they did a remix with that whoever that rapper is. But dude, it like I'm gonna be honest. I look for my relationships a little too much sometimes. I've been trying to keep an ease on it and shit like that. Focus on myself, but sometimes girls just pop out of nowhere.
Well, Ollie, do you want to be a reoccurring guest?
I'd love to.
Dude, you did good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. See, I get anxious. Like I don't.
Dude,
hopefully that doesn't
our
pop up.
mission as Kyle and Key, we're not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. You feel me?
Oh no, I'm fucking good ass questions and like I got to talk about some of my morals and beliefs and shit like that. You know?
We just want to bring out all those thoughts that we have stuck in our brains
Nah.
and put it out there
water.
and see how everyone can like relate.
Shout
to
out
that
Ugly
shit.
God. Feel like 21 Savage.
All right, you guys want to end it there?
Yes.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
everyone, give a round of applause for Ollie. It's his first appearance on Sippin' News.
Let's go. Shout out Gerald's gym. Shout out to my work.
Shout out Mona.
Shout out UCI.
She's the live audience for today.
Shout out
We
Corn.
will be bringing Mona back
Shout out
soon.
Basot Boys.
All right, and let's give
Shout out Kiann. Shout out Kyle. Thank you for having me.
Wait, how is the Sippin' News culture?
I like it. It was a lot of fun for me. This was last minute for me.
Shit, you all want to
'cause-
go to Dutch?
I'm down.
I'm down.
Can you
Dutch
drive,
run?
Kyle?
Dutch
I'm
run?
drunk.
The fuck?
Wait, I
had
still
a buzz
I
ball,
drink
you-
all of this.
I still gotta text
Kidding.
that girl.
I can
I'll
drive.
help you. All right, and
Oliver, you have to drive so you don't text anyone.
Dude, I don't know if she's taken or not still.
oh, we'll find out.
Bye.
All right,
Hey, shout out to her. Wait,
Wait.
I'm taken by my
Wait,
career.
who said hi? Who said hi?
who the
Did my mom? Say hi. Say hi. You want to say hi?
No,
Wait,
no.
All right, Ollie, let's give a round of applause for Kyle. It's National Women's Month.
What the fuck?
What? Women out there. I love y'all.
Shout out to
my
Mona.
mom.
Shout out Kyle,
Shout out
National
to my
Women's
sister.
Month, baby.
Oh my God.
Hey, shout out to all my friends who are women, though.
Hey, Ollie, can you put your SoCal friends on this?
Hey, yo, Irvine people, if you're watching this, please. It's a good listen, for real.
Shout out Rice.
You mean Corn?
Shout out Corn.
Hey, shout out Corn. Shout out to Roz, Claire, and Nori.
Who the hell is Corn?
Shut up, bro.
Corn is
That's
my
just a
Irvine
squad.
group.
A squad of him is
Wait,
a
is
squad
that a
of mine.
person?
Corn is like our acronym.
No, we're gonna meet Corn when we see his.
Oh, okay.
Kiann, out of everyone
okay.
in Choke, have not met Corn yet. Hezron and Clarence have met them already. We don't judge by fetish. Like, I respect.
We're not
any
talking about
fetish.
fetishes.
No, we're not.
Oh shit, that's
What kind
my
of
bad.
world are
Hey,
you
Wait,
in?
are we
pod-
still recording?
Yes,
Yes.
next
Oh,
podcast with Oliver, we're gonna go to human sexuality.
Hey,
we're
yo,
gonna talk about
I got a
that.
lot to say about fetishes and human sexuality.
All right, we're gonna end it there.
All
Okay.
right, bye guys.
All right. Thank you.
We
for
clearly have a lot to talk about still, but
Thank you
next
for
time.
listening and tuning
Hey,
in
thank
this
you. Thank you
episode
for
of
having
Sippin.
me.
Yeah, thanks for having Oliver. All right, thanks for tuning in on this episode of Sippin' News. Oliver, Mona, Kyle, me, our Instagrams are going to be in the bio. Remember, it's on YouTube as well, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any audio streaming platform you know. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for listening to this
Let's
episode of
go.
Sippin' News. Fuck.
Hey, this shit gonna be on Pornhub, right?
Fuck off. Bro.
Fuck up.
What the hell you on, bro? Oh,
I thought I was feeling you.
He's a munch.
She's a munch.